All right. So the time now is 5:30. The time now is 5:30. Yep. Later, then we will do the Google review. Later, probably I'll just give you guys about a few minutes to do it. All right. But let's just begin with the lesson because lesson is more important than all this review. All right. Our purpose, right, for this lesson is, of course, to is to train you up so that at least at the end of the year you can at least score a 90% and above. Try, can do it one. All right. For P3 and P4, it's very, very possible. And somehow, especially you're in P3, right? If you can be a little bit more careful, all right, every questions you will be able to score well. All right, I believe in you. Okay. All right. So let's move into the first part first. All right. So again, as I say, the Google review, if you can do it now, will be good. All right. But if not, it's okay. We can do it later on. All right. It's not a very how to say urgent thing. All right. It's not very super important and all this. The more important is, of course, you gaining more knowledge. All right. All right, come. All right, so you know the rules. The time now is 5:30. Okay, this was the question from last week. All right, so last week I gave you one extra question, right? All right, as a homework. All right, as a homework. Did you manage to do this? All right, those who have done it, can you please go to the chat and write in your answer? Hello, Caleb. Hello, Shiloh. Shiloh, can you please turn on your video, please? Vanishnavi, you know the answer? Oh, come on. It's quite a simple question. All right, so last week we focused on perimeter. All right, so this week we'll go into a little bit more area. Right? Very good, Caleb. Wow. You are always very very good, huh? Right, in responses and getting good marks.
Mr. Van,
Yes,
lucky
Caleb.
on Tuesday we did math for my coding test. I got first place.
Wow, amazing. You got first place in your coding test. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So actually for math, right, math and coding, they are a little bit linked because there's something called logic reasoning. You must follow a certain steps in order to get to action. All right. Same like math. You got to follow a few steps in order to get to the correct answer. Hello, Lavanya. I saw you. All right. I'm just talking about Caleb's coding and all this. All right. Yeah. How are you today, Lavanya? Good. All right. So today, oh yeah, Vanishnavi, answer is 9. Correct. All right. So this question was from last week's homework. This question was from last week's homework. Caleb and Vanishnavi got it. So the answer is 9 cm. Thank you so much. Okay. So children, if you still remember last week, right, we talked about something called the word perimeter. All right. Perimeter means the what? Perimeter means the outline. All right. Perimeter means the outline. So the question says that the perimeter of this shape is 39. So the very first thing you ask yourself is where? Where is the perimeter? Remember the starting point? So the perimeter is this 5 plus this question mark plus this 13 plus this 12 is called the outline. And all this must give you an answer of 39 cm. So what is the missing question mark? So all you got to do is to take 5 plus question mark. But I don't know question mark. It's okay. 5 plus 13 plus 12 first. All right, you add those things that you know first. 5 plus 12 plus 13 first. And what do you get? You get a 20 over here. Is that okay? All right, sorry, you get a 30 over here. Is that okay? So 30 is already these 3 parts already. 1 part, 2 part, and 3 part. So how do you find the question mark? The last step, because the clue gives you that everything is 39, right? One entire round is 39 minus the already you have 30. That will give you a 9 cm. All right, this is a very simple question. Shiloh, can understand? Can, so this was from last week's work. Yeah. Hey, children, just to let you see my polo tee nice or not? Now we all 88 tuition got our t-shirt, you see? So, sorry, I'm just excited. So the teachers got to wear the polo, different colors to come for lesson. That's cool, right? Okay, never mind. It's cool for me, can already. All right, so this was the question, the homework that we have for you last lesson, all right? So last lesson, we talked about perimeter, all right? And today, today we are going to talk about what? Area, all right? But before that, let's go into some extra question. Oh, Dr. Ali have. So everybody got this darker blue and a lighter blue. Yeah. So got these 2 color. Right, blue seems to look nice lah. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Okay, so moving on. Let's go into the today's lesson. Can? All right, so today our focus, right, is actually on something called area. All right, so last week we did on perimeter. This week we do on area. Next week, we'll combine area and perimeter together. So some of the question got area and perimeter combined together. All right, so after next week's lesson, right, then we'll be doing all the end of year revision kind of question already. Can? Okay, so moving ahead, all right, let me just give you one extra question first. All right, every lesson I start off with one extra question down here, right? Okay. All right, so one extra question, very simple. Come, children. Right, do it right now. Don't have to write out the question, just do it. All right, it's not difficult, I promise you. This one is easy, trust me. All right, this is easy. No calculator. All right, just take a rough paper and just do it. All right, draw model if you need to. Very straightforward, I promise you. And these extra questions, right, extra exam question is always taken out from the other school exam paper, right? So I never change. Whoa, Lavenia, that's fast. Whoa, go girl. Wow. So Lavenia is the first one to get it already. Anyone else? Come on. Right. It's very straightforward. You can draw a model. Yes, Vanishavi. Wow. Hey, how come girl power, huh? Hey, the guys, come on. You can do it. Right. It's okay. Slow and steady, we still win. Come on, guys. You can do it. Yes, Caleb. Oh, 3. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, can we have another, like, 2 more students to get it? Chi-en? Chi-en, are you there? Can you please turn on your video if you don't mind? Thank you, Chi-en. Oh, yeah. Hello. Hey, Chi-en, like my blue polo tee or not? Nice or not? Nice or not? 88 tuition one. 88. All right, Shiloh. Good job. All right, so most of the girls got the answers already. Come on, guys. Ruben, can? Kayla, you can do it. Slowly, it's okay. Take your time. Chi-en, wow, not bad, lah. The 4 ladies. Wow, very impressive. All right, the 4 ladies got it already. Yes, Manishnavi, you got question, you can go to the chat and ask me. Yep. Okay, so since most of you got it already, let me just draw out the model. Oh, sorry. So let me just draw out the model for you guys. Okay. Vaishnavi, you I never see your entry. I never see your homework entry. Right? Maybe you did print out. All right, I don't know, because what I see on my screen is Kayla did his worksheet, Lavender did her worksheet, and Chi-en did her worksheet. Yeah. All right.
I also did my worksheet, but was before.
Okay, yeah. So if you do it a little bit late, it's very hard for me to see whether you do or not. All right, don't worry about it. Yes, woo, Kayla, go boy. All right, so we have 2 boys versus the 4 girls answer. Total, we have 6 answers. Really good job. Hello, Wenshan. All right, so let me just draw the model for you guys. All right, for those who didn't manage to solve the problem. All right, take a look at this. All right, there are 2 persons, Mr. Ang and Mrs. Ang. All right. Then I always look for the keyword. Children, look for the keyword. What's the keyword?
Mr.
Right.
Ang, not Mr. Ang, Mr. Lim.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Lim. Mr. Lim and Mrs. Ang, is it? Okay, come. Let's take a look at the keyword. Mrs. Ang had fewer than him. Can you see the word or not? Can you see that Mrs. Ang has fewer? So I read the keyword down here. All right, Mrs. Ang, fewer than him. Him is what? Him is Mr. Lim, right? Right or not? Can you see that? Can you see that him got a limb inside? Okay, you all don't get it. Never mind, not funny. Okay, anyway, all right, the him is the guy, which is Mr. Lim. All right, so Mr. Lim must have more, Mrs. Ang must have less, because the statement says so. All right, so I purposely draw Mr. Lim longer and Mrs. Ang shorter. Mrs. Ang shorter. Is that okay, children? Okay. Then how much fewer did Mrs. Lim have? Sorry, how much fewer did Mrs. Ang has? All right, so Mrs. Ang has 16 fewer. All right, so where is the fewer? The fewer is actually this portion. Can you see or not? All right, Mrs. Ang short of this portion to be the same as Mr. Ang. Mr. Lim, sorry. Hey, this Lim and Ang thing make my tongue very very challenging to pronounce. Okay, come. So down here we have another clue. All right, Mr. Lim had 340 cards in total. So the 340 is down here. So children, sometimes you don't worry about it too much. What do you see? What do you see from my model? Can you see that Mr. Lim got the whole thing? Can you see that this portion is 16? Can I purposely go and look for this green color portion first? All right, can I purposely go and look for this green color portion? Because this green color portion, right, is the same size as Mrs. Lim. Correct or not? So if that's correct, right, let's go and look for it first. So 340 minus 16. You can do your working. All right, you should be getting a 324. Right, which means that this green color portion is 324, which is what Mrs. Ang has. But what is the question? Children, read the question. Read the question. The next line, read. Mrs. Ang gave all, right, all, which is 324, cards to 4 children. Down here, I know, primary 3, you don't like to what? Primary 3, you don't like to divide. I know. All right, but children, you have to. All right, so you must be able to be confident to say that it is a division on the second step. How come? So you just think of it. Okay, for example, I got $324. I want to share equally with 4 of you. Maybe Shiloh, all right, Anne, all right, Ruben, and Kayla, all right, each of you. But I must be fair. So what must I do? I need to times math. I need to plus. I need to divide equally. Understand or not? Right, so in order to be fair, I need to divide so that each of you, right, Shiloh, Kayla, right, and also who else I say? Ruben will get the same amount of money. But I'm not giving you, I'm just giving an example. So don't come and find me for money. All right. So $324, you have to learn to divide by 4. Okay? 4 times 0 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3, bring down a 2. All right, 4 times 8 is 32. Woohoo! Remainder is a 0, bring down a 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Remainder is 0. So each person, right, each child will receive 81, not dollars, 81 cards. You understand? All right, so this particular question, yes. All right, we have most of you got it, like Vanishnavi, we have Lavanya, Shiloh, we have Kyla, also got it already. Very good. Right, Caleb also, I think. Okay, good job. All right, so it's not a very difficult question, but surely it will come out for your end of year exam. All right, so please know how to handle.
Mr. Ban,
Yes, Caleb.
for term 4, what I am excited about is the post-exam activities and Children's Day. What I am worried about is the year-end exam.
Okay, thank you, Caleb. Caleb, if you got something to say in future, right? Can you please go to the chat and type out? I know it's a lot to say, all right, but I think you spoke about the statement out, which many of the other students are also having the same thoughts. Thank you, Caleb. All right, so many of you are fearing the end of year exam, all right, and you are all looking forward to the post-exam activities, all right. And for the primary 3s, right, after your exams, I believe you have to go to school for another 1 or 2 more weeks. Then after that is school holiday again. Yeah, we just had school holiday. Hello, last week, we just had school holiday.
Other than post-exam activities,
but you're going to have a school holiday at the end of the year again. All right. So yes, children, I know the fear of the end of year is there. All right. Try your best. All right. Always put in your best effort. All right. Try your best to do the question slowly. Don't rush into it. If you need to draw the models, draw properly. Your calculation plus, minus, times, divide cannot make a mistake. You will surely do well. All right, children. All right, so you have to believe in that first. Can? All right, yeah.